Very good afternoon to all of you students. So students, all of you know our ongoing chapter name, that is vector, and in this chapter we already completed the addition about a vector. We learned about the triangle law of vector addition, parallelogram law of vector addition and polygon law of vector addition. Now in this class we learn an very important part. We learn the vector multiplication. In general, in vector there are three types of multiplication. Point 1, that is scalar multiplied with vector. Point 2, that is vector multiplied with vector. And point 3, also vector multiplied with a vector. Now question is, what is scalar multiplied with a vector? Scalar multiplied with a vector, suppose there is a vector A which is given value 2i cap plus 3j cap plus k cap. Now you have to multiply this vector with a scalar value. Suppose you have to multiply this vector with a scalar value 5. So what is the answer? That is 5a vector. So this is scalar and this is vector. This one scalar multiplied with vector. So 5, and in case of vector you write 2i cap plus 3j cap plus k cap. So this one gives 10i cap plus 5 into 3, that is 15j cap plus 5 into k, that is 5k cap. So this is our first point, that is scalar multiplied with a vector. Now represent second one. How to represent a vector product of vector product which gives a scalar quantity. Suppose we have two vectors, vector A and vector B, and in that condition we get a quantity which is named as scalar. Suppose the vector multiplication of these two vectors gives a quantity R which is scalar, which has only magnitude value. Okay. And third one, which is named as vector multiplication of vector, and this value gives a vector quantity. So if we consider two vectors, vector A and vector B, then it will gives a quantity which is vector. Here R is the resultant of multiplication of two vectors which gives a scalar value. Here R is the resultant of multiplication of these two vectors which gives a vector value. Now question is, how to represent this value? This is a scalar, so this product is named as scalar product. This product is named as scalar product and it is represented by this symbol A dot B. So this is another name which is named as dot product. So this one which is named as dot or scalar product, and this product gives a scalar quantity, and this one is named as vector product. Why vector? Because this gives a vector quantity and it is represented by this symbol cross. So here this is another name which is named as cross product. So in this class we will learn about this part. We will learn about this one, the scalar product or dot product of two vectors. So once again, welcome to your favorite channel, students. Now write down your notes, open your copy. Okay. So first of all we have to know about the scalar or dot product of two vectors. Okay, write it. This is our definition. So the scalar or dot product of two vectors A and B, which is defined as the product of magnitude of two vector and the cosine of the angle between them. Suppose there is a vector A, this is represent vector A, and there is a vector B, this is our vector B, and vector A and vector B makes an angle theta between them. This angle is theta, obviously the smaller angle. Okay. Now here vector A dot vector B, there is the dot product of these two vector A and B, which is equal to the magnitude of A, the magnitude of vector A, that is mod A, or you can write A, the magnitude of vector B, that is mod B, into the cosine of the angle between them. So this is the definition of scalar or dot product. So what is dot product? The dot product of two vectors is equal to the product of magnitude of two vectors. This one is the first magnitude, this is the second magnitude. So this one gives the product of magnitude of two vectors with this one cosine of the angle between them, that is cos theta. What is theta? Theta is the angle between vector A and vector B. Okay, let's take one example. All of you know about work done formula. Work done which is the multiplication of force into displacement. And you know force is a vector quantity and displacement is also vector quantity. Now you learn in class 10 that is work done is a scalar quantity. Why? Because force and displacement, the dot product of force and displacement gives the amount of work done, not cross product, dot product. Cross product always gives a vector quantity, dot product always gives a scalar quantity, and you know work done is a scalar quantity. So the dot product of force and displacement gives work done, and that's why we can say work done is a scalar quantity. Similarly, you can say, you know the formula of power, that is equal to W by T, work done by time. Now you know work done W is equal to F into S, so write it down, F into S divide by T. So here F and S divided by T, displacement by time, is represent velocity. So power is represented as product of force and velocity, but which product? Dot product, because power is a scalar quantity. So obviously power is the dot product of force and velocity. Similarly, there is another example, phi, which is named as magnetic flux in your class 12. Okay, so phi is represented as vector B dot of vector A. Vector B means represent magnetic field and A is represent area vector. So the dot product of magnetic field and area vector gives the magnetic flux, and magnetic flux is a scalar quantity. So this is our example. Now we will learn some important properties. Write down some properties of dot product of two vectors. Properties of dot product of two vectors. Properties. First one, write down, the dot product or scalar product is always commutative. That means is always commutative. Write down, that is vector A dot of vector B is equal to vector B dot of vector A. Now prove this one. A dot B is equal to B dot A. Okay. So how to prove it? You just consider this is vector A, this is our vector A, this is our vector B, and vector A and B is makes an angle theta between them. Now when you write A vector dot V vector, that means the magnitude of vector A, then the magnitude of vector B, that is B, then you have to write the cos value of the angle between two vectors. Here the A dot B, that means the angle between A to B. So the angle between A to B is theta, so here you can write cos theta. Now when I write B vector A, so B dot A, then first of all you have to write the magnitude value of B, then you write the magnitude value of A, then you have to take the angle between B to A, this direction, B to A, when this angle is theta, and this angle will be obviously 360 minus theta. So this value will be cos 360 minus of theta. Now this one mod of B mod of A, cos 360 minus of theta, that means you know that is cos theta. So this one is cos theta. So this one is gives mod A mod B cos theta, and mod A mod B cos theta, that means vector A dot vector B. So here this is our statement, vector A dot vector B, which is exactly equal to vector B dot vector A. Okay. So first point, that is write down vector addition is obey commutative law, and this is our proof for commutative law. Now second point, write down. And the second point of vector addition, that is dot product of vector addition is obey, the dot product of two vectors is obey distributive law over addition. That means here you can say A vector dot B plus C, which is exactly equal to A vector dot B vector plus of A vector dot C vector. This is our associative law over addition, and the dot product of two vectors obey this associative law over addition. That means when we gives the dot product of A and B and the dot product of A and C, then the summation of these two values always gives this one. That is, at first you add B plus C, then you give this dot product, that is A dot the summation of B plus C will gives the same value. Okay, now third one. You consider vector A and vector B are parallel to each other. Vector A and vector B are parallel to each other. That means theta is equal to 0 degree. Now, when they are parallel to each other, that is theta is equal to 0 degree, what is the value of dot product? Write down, you know the formula. So, the value of dot product will be vector A and vector B, that is equal to AB cos theta, that is AB, this one gives cos 0, and the value of cos 0, that is 1. So, this answer. When two vectors are parallel to each other, that is theta is equal to 0 degree, in that condition the dot product of two vectors gives the product of magnitude of individual vectors. This is the magnitude of vector A, this is the magnitude of vector B. So, A and B gives the product of magnitude of two vectors, and these are the maximum value. Okay. Now, fourth one. Just opposite, you just consider vector A and vector B are anti-parallel, that means theta opposite, theta is 180 degree, that is theta is 180 degree. So, what will be the value of A dot B? Write down. So, from here the value of A dot B will be AB, that is AB, you know the formula cos theta. So, AB, this one will be cos 180, and the value of cos 180, that is minus 1. So, this value gives minus AB. So, when two vectors is anti-parallel to each other, that is the angle between two vectors is 180 degree, in that condition the dot product of two vectors gives the negative of product of magnitude of two vectors. This is the minimum value of the dot product. Now, next, when vector A and vector B are parallel to each other, perpendicular to each other, that is theta is equal to 90 degree. Vector A, this one vector A, this one vector B, vector A and vector B, angle between them, that is 90 degree, that is both are perpendicular to each other. Now, what is the value of dot product? Write down A dot B, that means this one gives A B cos 90, value, that is 0. So, the dot product of two vectors is 0 when two vectors are perpendicular to each other. Okay. Suppose question given, the dot product of two vectors 0. Now, what is the significance of it? That means A vector and B vector, these two vectors is perpendicular to each other. Okay. Now, another one. Suppose vector A with multiplied, the vector A gives the dot product of itself. That means the vector A dot vector A, the dot product of a vector with itself. What will be the value? That is A. Then you have to write the magnitude value of second vector, and here second vector, that is also same A. So, this one also will be the same value A, and then you have to write the angle between two vectors, and here vector, that is same vector. So, what is the angle between two vectors? The angle between these two vectors, that is 0 degree, because this is the same vector. So, this one gives cos 0, that is 1. So, this one gives a square. So, the scalar product of a vector with itself, suppose A with itself, that is also A. So, this answer gives A cos 0. Why 0? Because the vector is same, angle is 0 degree. So, this one gives the square of the magnitude of that vector. Okay. So, this is our properties of a scalar product of two vectors. Now, write down another one. That is 7. You know the orthogonal trade of unit vector? Along x axis, which is represented by I cap, along y axis j cap, and along z axis represented by k cap. Now, I cap dot I cap, what will be the value? That means the dot product or scalar product of a unit vector, of similar unit vector. This is I dot I, that is similar. So at first you have to write down the magnitude value of this I cap, and you know the magnitude value of a unit vector is always 1. So the magnitude value of I cap, that is 1. This one, the magnitude value of I cap, that is also gives 1, and the angle between I cap and I cap. I cap and I cap represent the direction along x axis. Both are same. So the angle between them, that is 0 degree. So 1 cos 0, cos 0 1. So this value gives 1. So the dot product of two similar base vector or unit vector always gives the value, that is 1. Similarly, you can say that j dot j, that is also 1. Similarly, you can say k dot k, that is also gives 1. Now, what is the value of I dot j? What is the value of I dot j? At first you have to write down the magnitude value of I, that is 1, then magnitude value of j, that is 1. Now check, I is the unit vector along x axis, this one, and j is the unit vector along y axis. So angle between them, that is 90 degree. So this one cos 90, and cos 90 value, that is 0. So I dot j gives the result, that is 0. That means, write down, the dot product of similar base vectors gives the value, that is 1, and the dot product of two dissimilar base vectors or unit vectors gives always 0. Okay. So here you can say I dot j 0, I dot j, j dot I also 0, j dot k, k dot j, and I dot k and k dot I. All this combination gives result 0 because both are perpendicular to each other. So angle 90, when angle will be 90, the answer will be 0, and when they are similar, angle 0 degree, that's why the answer is 1. So here you can write I dot I, j dot j, in same way k dot k is gives value 1, and this is an important part, students. Okay, you need to know about this part. Okay, now next one. Suppose vector A equal to ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap, and vector B is equal to bx I cap plus by j cap plus bz k cap. Now you have to find out A dot B. You have to find out A dot B. What will be the answer? The answer will be this one, ax bx, ax bx plus of this one ay by, ay by plus of az bz, az bz. So the dot product of two vectors is equal to the product of component, this one component of x axis, this one is the component of x axis. So the product of component, this one for x component product, this one y component product, and this one z component product. So the dot product of two vectors gives the summation of product of component of these two vectors corresponding. Okay, now we will prove this part, how we can say vector A dot vector B is equal to ax bx plus ay by plus az bz. Okay, okay, prove it. So A vector dot B vector, write down A vector, that is ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap dot bx I cap plus by j cap plus bz k cap. Now multiply it. At first multiply ax I cap with these terms. So this one becomes, listen carefully, ax bx, there is I cap, there is dot, there is I cap, okay, plus ax by, ax by I cap dot there is j cap plus ax bz I cap dot k cap I dot k. In same way you multiply this value with this one and again you multiply this value with this one, write it down. So plus of this answer will be ay bx there is j cap dot there is I cap. So this one will be j cap dot I cap plus of ay by j cap dot j cap dot j cap plus again az, write down same way ay bz j dot k plus now this one and this one az bx k dot I plus az by k dot j plus az bz k dot k. So total 9 terms. Now you just simplify this one. You know what is the value of I dot I, the dot product of two similar unit vector, that is 1. So when this value gives 1 into ax bx, so this value will be ax bx plus you know the value of I dot j 0, so this part becomes 0 multiplied with this one 0, this part also 0, this one I dot k, so answer is 0, this one is also 0, j dot I. Now what is the value of this one, j dot j, this value is 1, so this one will be ay by plus of, now this value becomes 0, this value becomes 0, this value becomes 0 and this one k dot k, there is 1 into this one, that is az bz. Okay, so in this way we can prove that vector a dot vector b, the dot product of two vectors is the addition of this one, the component of two vectors, along x axis, along y axis, along z axis. Now another one, you know the dot product of two vectors value a dot b, this value gives ab cos theta, another one. Now you just find out the value of cos theta will be a vector dot b vector divided by ab. Now you know the value of a dot b, this one, so this one will be ax bx plus ay by plus az bz, and what is the value of a? A is the magnitude of a vector which is represented by root under ax square plus ay square plus az square. So write it down, ax square plus ay square plus az square, and the value of b, that is bx square plus by square plus of bz square. So with the help of this equation, we can find out the cos theta, the angle between two vectors, and with the help of this equation we can find out the dot product of two vectors. Very important, students. Now with the help of this equation we will solve some important numericals. Okay, there is another part. Now you feel the actual meaning of dot product. What is the geometrical interpretation of dot product of two vectors? The geometrical interpretation of two vectors, that means suppose there is a vector a, this is a vector b, this is our vector a and this is our vector b, and you know, and this angle is theta. Vector b makes an angle theta along a vector. So obviously we already completed the resolution of a vector, that is vector b has two components, one component along this direction and this component is named as b cos theta, this is a magnitude value, and another component which is named as vertical component, this one b sin theta. Now you just write down a dot b, that means a b cos theta. From here you can say a and within bracket b cos theta. So a means the magnitude value of a vector into what is b cos theta. B cos theta is the component of b vector, the magnitude of component of b vector, this one, the magnitude of component of this vector in which direction, along the direction of a vector. So b cos theta, that means the magnitude of component of b vector in the direction of a vector. Okay, so this is the actual meaning of dot product of two vectors, and the meaning is that the magnitude value of one vector and the magnitude of component of another vector. Similarly, you can say here that is the magnitude value of b vector and the magnitude of component of b vector in the direction of a vector. In this way, ab cos theta and ba cos theta. What is b? B is the magnitude of magnitude of b into what is a cos theta. A cos theta gives the magnitude of component of a vector in the direction of b vector. Same way, a vector is making an angle theta with this axis. So a vector has also two components, a cos theta and a sin theta. So students, these are the actual meaning of dot product of two vectors. Now we will solve some important numericals. See, first one, find value of theta of two vectors, vector 1 given I cap plus 2j cap minus k cap, and vector b given minus I cap plus j cap minus 2k cap. Write down. You know the formula, cos theta, that is equal to a dot b divided by ab. So at first you find out a, that means the magnitude value of a vector. This one is 1, so 1 square, that is 1, then 2 square, that is 4, plus, then this value is minus 1, so minus 1 the square, that means this also gives 1, so that is root 6. Now you find out the value of b, this one. Okay, so minus 1 the square, that is 1, plus there is 1 the square, that is 1, plus minus 2 the square, that means plus of 4. So this value gives root 6. Now find out a vector dot b vector. You know the formula, ax bx plus ay by and az bz. So what is ax? Ax, that is 1. What is a bx? Bx, that is minus 1. So 1 into minus 1 plus ay, that is 2. What is by? That is 1, plus what is az? Minus 1. What is bz? That is minus 2. So this value gives minus 1 plus 2, this one minus plus, that is plus 2. So 4 minus 1, that is 3. Now with the help of this equation you can easily find out the value of theta. Find it. So cos theta will be, therefore cos theta will be a dot b, that is 3, divided by a, that is root 6, b, that is root 6. So this one is 3 by 6, that is half, cos theta half, so theta must be 60 degree because cos 60 value is half. Okay, so this is problem 1. In this way we can easily find out the angle between two vectors. Now second one, you have to prove that the two vectors given, vector a and vector b, you have to prove these two vectors are perpendicular to each other. And what is the logic behind it? We already learned in the properties of dot product of two vectors, that is when the dot product of two vectors is equal to 0, that means the angle between two vectors is equal to 90 degree. Okay, solve it. That is second one. In the second problem given, vector a, that is I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap, and vector b given 2i cap minus j cap, there is not z axis, so you can write down that is 0 into k cap. Okay, now you have to find out the both are perpendicular. So we know, at first you just find out the dot product of a and b, that is 1 into 2, 1 into 2 plus this one is 2 into there is minus 1, this one, so 2 into minus 1 plus there is 3 and there is no z component, that is 0. So this one is gives 2 and this one gives minus 2 and this one is also 0. So this one is 0. A dot b 0. So A dot b 0, that means AB cos theta is equal to 0, but you can say cos theta is equal to 0 as vector A, vector B not equal to 0, the value given. So from here you can say cos theta is equal to cos 90, so theta is equal to 90 degree. Easily you can say theta is equal to 90 degree. Okay. Suppose in this problem there is given that is lambda j cap, and you have to find out the value of lambda in which these two vectors are perpendicular to each other, for which. So same method, at first you have to find out, so this value in this case there, this one will be lambda. So when vector A and B are perpendicular to each other, you can easily say the A B, that is 0, and from this equation this one is 2 and this one is minus lambda, that is equal to 0. So the value of lambda will be 2. Okay. Now third one, you have to find out, okay, magnitude value of A and B given 3 and 4 and their scalar product given. You have to find out the value of theta. Write down problem 3. This magnitude value of A, that is mod A, or you can say A, that is 3. The magnitude of value of B, that is 4, and the scalar product of A and B, that is A dot B, this value is given 6. What is the value of theta? So cos theta is equal to A dot B divided by AB. A dot B is 6, AB that is A 3 and B that is 4. This one is 2, this one is half. So cos theta is equal to half. So cos theta is equal to cos 60, therefore theta is equal to 60 degree. Now last one. Problem 4. Vector A plus vector B is equal to vector C given, and another condition given, A square plus B square is equal to C square. You have to prove A and B are perpendicular. Okay, for these types of problems, students, you just apply this method, A plus B dot with A plus B, that means vector dot with itself, A plus B dot with A plus B. So this one will be obviously, there is C dot of C. Now you just simplify, A dot A, first one A dot A plus A dot B, A dot B plus, therefore B dot A, B dot A plus B dot B, B dot B, and in right side that is C dot C, C dot C. Now you just apply the properties of vectors. The same vectors dot product gives the square of this vector plus B dot A is exactly equal to A dot B, that is scalar product is commutative. So this one also is equal to A dot B. So A dot B, A dot B, so this one is 2 into A dot B and B dot B, that is B square, and there is C dot C, that is C square. The dot product of same vector with itself always gives the square of its magnitude. So now here you apply C square is equal to A square plus B square. So in the place of C square you just apply A square plus B square, A square, B square, B square cancel out, that is 2A into B, that is equal to 0, that is 2AB cos theta, that is equal to 0, A and B not equal to 0. So from here you can say cos theta is equal to 0. So cos theta is equal to cos 90 degree, that is theta is equal to 90 degree. Okay. So these types of problem is important, students. Okay. You just practice it, and if there is any problem, let me know through this comment section. Today I am ending here. In next class we will discuss about the vector product of two vectors. So today I am ending here. Till then, bye bye. Stay happy and continue your study.